So my three words: synergy, unity, and passion. We have an expression at AOA. We don't like silos, we like synergy. You know, a lot of organizations have the challenge that when you face many activities and responsibilities, as the AOA has over the years, you have this centrifugal force going on. It tends to spin the organization apart, create areas of isolation. It's something I'm particularly focused on, and Gerald and I talked about it earlier. We can't have silos in the AOA. We can't afford to have different points of view. We have to unify all aspects of the organization. And so for the past 2 years, we've introduced some new people, some new processes, new technology, and they're all trying to do one thing, and that's to create a sense of interconnection and teamwork like the AOA, I think, has never seen before. And that's especially true for healthcare reform. I know there's a Washington office and St. Louis office, but I don't even think that way. And I don't like our staff to think that way. I think of one AOA, one volunteer structure, one board, put it all together. We're one enterprise. And we have a mission that's very, very straightforward. And I presented it to the House of Delegates. I put it into the text of my comments on the annual report. It's quite simple. Fighting for AOA's members' direct access to patients to practice full-scope care for fair reimbursement is the job of every unit in AOA and every staff member of AOA. And of all the areas where this synergy is important, it's what we're talking about today. We have an unprecedented need to absolutely combine, align, unify, whatever term you want to use, this effort that's going to happen going forth at the state level, where we have advocates in this legislature, we have advocates in the regulatory agencies, we have advocates in the boardrooms of decision makers in managed care, and we have the third-party center of AOA, and we have the SGRC resources of AOA, all working together because it's a process of surrounding the challenges, absolutely. And I think this meeting, when you finish these next 2 days, you'll come out of here with an unprecedented feeling of how important it's going to be to align the forces of state advocacy and the third-party center. And a final note about synergy, it's all about openness. That's how you build synergy in organizations. So you should know in this culture, if you haven't witnessed it yourself, that this board is very open. They want to hear from you. They're here today. They're at their tables all around the room. We have staff everywhere. We want to hear comments, suggestions, ways to strengthen this synergy and to address our challenges. Unity. You know, this fight for our rightful place in healthcare reform has not been without some stress. Fortunately, we've sustained our membership during this time, but the serious threat to our continued growth is that we have a generation of young colleagues that are dropping their AOA membership within a few years of graduation. We can't sustain that. I think with healthcare reform in full swing for the years to come, and with new benefits we're seeking to add, we've added new benefits this year, and next year you'll see more of the same. We need to raise the volume and intensity of our membership appeal. Now, I know this is not supposed to be a meeting about membership, but you know, our colleagues on the sidelines, as non-members, they must hear the message loud and clear. They owe it to their patients, to their practices, to their profession, to their future, to join and support the only organization in this country, an organization of federated bond between affiliates and the AOA that is fighting for them 24/7. That's it. There's one organization that does that. You know, the tagline, which Dr. Ellis shared with you, it says, help AOA members thrive and succeed with healthcare reform. There's a reason for that, AOA members front and center. Absolutely, everything we're going to be working on this weekend, the work that will come forth from this meeting in the state houses, in the regulatory agencies, in the boardrooms, yes, it's about our profession. But every chance we get when the benefits accrue to patients and to providers, we need to put AOA members front of the line. And we should not hesitate telling the non-members that we will, yes, work for your practice as a member and work for our profession as a member, but membership has its privileges. Now, the last word I want to use is purpose. And everyone in this room is committed to the profession. You have love and passion and commitment to your patients. But I think there's a word we have to talk about that acknowledges what fuels our passion. And I think we have to be not shy about using it as an energy force as we go forth and fight the good fight. And that's pride in the profession. And everyone here has it, but you've earned it and learned it in different ways. And I learned it from my dad. My dad entered practice in 1950. Was an AOA member for 50 years. And in various ways, and a couple of memories I have that are very vivid, he got one thing across to me, that there was no doubt. Many times he said to me, never feel second class to an MD. Never feel your profession is unworthy of expansion. And that is something we have to hold on to and fuel us, because it's a great touchstone whenever we face the crossroads on a decision before us about advocating at the state level or in a regulatory agency or in the boardrooms of health plans. If we remember that we have earned the right to practice our profession and to define our future. Never hold back. You know, I started these remarks with an acknowledgement of board leadership, and I need to close with another set of thank yous, and that's to thank each and every one of you. I'm a member. I've been a member for over 20 years, and it's a phenomenal experience. To me, it's the greatest joy of the job I have, that I can witness firsthand the commitment of individuals like you who are so passionate and committed to the future of our profession. Thank you. Thanks, Leslie. These are truly historic times of our profession. Dr. Ellis put it so eloquently. So in closing, Godspeed to all of you, because never before has optometry needed the affiliates in AOA more than they do today. Thank you.